Land of Eldoria. Nestled between towering mountains and dense mystical forests, there existed a peaceful village named Seraphine. This village, once a haven of tranquility and joy, had recently fallen under a dark shadow. A malevolent being known as the Taker of Souls had emerged from the depths of the forgotten world, spreading terror and sorrow. The Taker of Souls was a dark specter, an entity born of the deepest shadows, feeding on the essence of the living. Its presence was a plague upon the land, draining the life force of those it touched, leaving behind only lifeless husks. Desperation gripped Seraphine as villagers vanished, their souls stolen to fuel the Taker's insatiable hunger. Amidst this chaos, a young sorceress named Alara stood resolute. Gifted in the ancient arts and guided by wisdom beyond her years, she sought to end the reign of terror. Alara knew that the only way to save her people was to seal away the Taker of Souls forever. In her hands she held a scroll of sacred incantations, passed down through generations, containing the words of an ancient ritual, powerful enough to bind even the darkest of beings. Under the cover of a moonless night, Alara made her way to the heart of the village, where a great stone altar stood. The air was thick with fear and anticipation as the villagers gathered, their eyes filled with hope and trust in the young sorceress. With a deep breath, Alara unfurled the scroll and began to chant, her voice steady and clear, carrying the weight of her people's hope. In the name of light and purity, I summon strength and security. By the power of the sacred flame, I bind the Taker in its name. As her words filled the air, a soft glow emanated from the altar, the first sign that the ancient magic was awakening. The villagers watched in awe as the light grew brighter, casting away the shadows that had long plagued their hearts. From the depths of shadowed night, I call upon the force of light. With ancient words and mystic might, seal the Taker out of sight. The ground beneath them trembled, and a chilling wind swept through the village, carrying with it the anguished wails of the Taker of Souls. But Alara stood firm, her resolve unshaken. By the earth, the sea, the sky, I invoke the spirits high. Lock the darkness, break its hold, let the Taker's grasp grow cold. The glow intensified, and spectral chains began to form around the altar, weaving a barrier of light that no darkness could penetrate. The villagers gasped as they saw the faint outline of the Taker, struggling against the binding magic. By the power of this decree, Soul Taker, you must now flee, bound by chains of magic old, your dark essence now controlled. Alara's voice grew louder, resonating with the power of the ancients. The chains tightened, drawing the Taker of Souls into the center of the altar. Its screams echoed through the night, a final, desperate attempt to break free. By the will of those who fight, for justice, peace, and endless light, I command you to depart, and never again to rend a heart. The chains glowed with an unearthly light, and with a final surge of energy, they snapped shut around the Taker, sealing it within a prison of pure light. The air grew still, the darkness that had loomed over Seraphine dissipating like mist in the morning sun. As I speak these words of power, in this sacred final hour, so be it now, my will is true, sealed away and bound anew. With the last words of the incantation, the glow subsided, leaving behind a sense of peace and relief. The villagers cheered, their joy uncontainable as they rushed to embrace their savior. Alara, though exhausted, smiled, knowing that her duty was fulfilled. The Taker of Souls was sealed away, its dark influence banished from the world. Seraphine was safe once more, its people free to live their lives without fear. And Alara, the young sorceress, became a legend, her bravery and wisdom remembered for generations to come. And so, in the heart of Eldoria, peace was restored, and the story of Alara's courage and the binding of the Taker of Souls became a beacon of hope for all who heard it.